In Jeremiah chapter 25, Jeremiah specifically says that the Jews are going into captivity for 70 years, 7-0. Why 70 years? Why not 53 years or 112 years? Why 70 years? Well, it's because they had disobeyed that portion of the law that commanded that every 7th year the land would lay fallow. In other words, they would not plant crops that year, but they would expect that God would give them such an extra harvest on the 6th year that it would get them through that 7th year when there would be no harvest. And they had missed that 70 times. Why? Because for all of those years, 490 years, so every 7th year they missed it, and they did that 70 times, that's 490 years. Why did they miss it? Because they didn't trust that God would be faithful to give them that abundant harvest on the 6th year. They thought, you know what, we need to rely on ourselves. We really can't trust God. And so God said, all right, fine, you're going to be exiled for other reasons, but also you will be exiled for missing that trust in me for 70 years. I am going to make sure the land gets its rest those 70 years. Well, let's look how that worked out in the period of the exile. Well, let's discuss that. God is faithful to his word down to the very precise predictions he makes in terms of numbers of years in exile and many other things in Scripture. That's going to be the subject of our discussion.